My friend Ponce has always supported my dream of traveling the world. Actually, when I first started posting videos on YouTube, he was my only friend to actually watch my videos. Every time I called Ponce, he'd always complain about how boring his life was. He kept talking about going on a real life adventure. After years of hard work, I had finally saved up $30,000, and I offered half of it to Ponce to spend 1 year filming our travels around the world to see if we could make it as YouTubers.
So what do I have to do?
Just work for me.
Work for you?
Yeah, just edit videos. What's wrong with working for me?
You're kind of a dick, dude.
And this way, you get to travel the world with me. You either deal with a dick or you go to grad school. Either way, you're gonna get shafted.
The only catch is that he'd have to give up on grad school, which is something that he's been working on for the past 6 years. Ponce and I started jumping on calls every other week to see what this partnership could look like. We talked about his goals, my goals, what happens if we really go through with this, and worst case scenarios. What if things don't work out? Will we still be friends?
Have you decided yet?
No, I have not. This is the most important decision of my life.
What could be better than traveling the world with me?
My family. Everything you've said so far aligns perfectly from what I want out of my life. It's just this last final part for me that I gotta figure out.
I'll give you to next Monday. Wow, how are you?
I am good, bro. But yeah, dude, I made a decision. Yes, I am down to come on.
Bro, 1 year of traveling the world, is that what it is?
Yes, it is, dude.
1 year with my best friend, let's go! Woo! I really think this could be the start of something special. It's a big gamble, you know. Obviously, I don't make that much money from this.
Bro, sleeping in the car is just rough sometimes. Guys, that was our first sponsor of 2023. I don't think either of us could have dreamed the adventure we'd go on. Two best friends with $30,000 through 25 countries. Many highs, many lows, how we reached our goals, and how everything fell apart.
It is so fucking tough. Holy shit, dude. Like, this meant so much to me.
This video took over a year to make. It's not a travel vlog, it's a documentary about the human experience. Did you tell your mom you were leaving?
Yeah, and she's not the biggest fan of me right now.
I'm pretty sure she hates me too.
I am risking everything, dude, to do this with you.
What did you say to her exactly?
I told her if we're not successful in 1 year, that I'd go back to my old job.
We're taking a bit of a gamble here, right?
Yeah, your head's getting cut out right now.
Yeah, I see.
So you always want to be in frame.
Okay.
This is huge. Wow. Shall we? Yo, we can see the beach from here.
It does.
It looks like 2 office spaces.
We're gonna call this entry number 1 into a video log documenting how we feel at these points, how it'll change, how we'll evolve. I took a big leap of faith, basically quitting my job in the first place. We're giving this a try for 1 year. I don't know what'll happen, but I'm just going into it with, just genuine love into what I create, and hopefully that'll just like take me the rest of the way to find out, I guess, what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Our goal for this year is to figure out a way to make consistent income while traveling the world. So for this first 3 months, there's no adventures. It is a editing boot camp. We're also trying to save as much money as possible. I know $30,000 sounds like a lot, but that's $1,250 each a month. And because Ponce has to fly back to New York twice this year, it's basically $1,000 a month for him.
Bro, I told you not to eat that pork chop. The idea is all this effort will one day pay off. Hopefully I can look back on these long nights and say this was all worth it.
The first month, Ponce was basically glued to his laptop. If I wasn't actively teaching him how to use Premiere, he was watching YouTube videos. And if he wasn't watching YouTube videos, then he was listening to podcasts. It was basically 12 to 14 hours every single day without weekends off.
What is going on, future self?
It's now been 1 month since we started living together.
There is a very, very droning, constant sense of frustration on my end.
We need to communicate better and be more organized.
I really want to learn all these skills to be a better storyteller, but these skills are taking a very long time to master.
Communication more is like one of the most important things, but I think that just comes with time as we learn our habits, so I'm not too worried about that.
Whenever I start something new, I feel very unconfident because I'm just not competent at the job just yet.
I hope that we're still doing this together. If I make enough money, I can pay him. We're not making any money right now, so that's the stressful part.
My mom asked us to join her for a few days in Hong Kong. Normally, with so much training left to be done, I'd usually say no. But I think Ponce and I needed a short break from editing. Plus, I thought it would be a good time to teach him how to film.
Wait, are you?
We've been waiting there this entire time.
Oh, it's in there?
Technically, we couldn't afford to take my mom out for a fancy dinner, but using social media, we were able to find a restaurant that provided dinner in exchange for some IG content. And we don't have to mention them in this YouTube video, but honestly, the dinner was amazing, so shout out to Kira Moss for helping us out in Hong Kong.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. You're not hurt,
Yeah.
right? It's fine. Are you okay? You're not hurt?
I am totally okay. I'm so sorry.
No, please, don't worry about it.
That is totally my
This
fault.
is normal. Don't worry about cleaning up. You know, breaking glass is lucky. Yeah, if you want to break a few more.
Yeah. I feel so bad. He was so nice to us.
The service was incredible.
He was, yes, and very, very kind. That felt like a show, not just a meal.
How does it feel being back? Does it bring back memories?
Yeah, back then, you know, I don't know when I can go to another country.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do with my life? But I'm blessed that I become what I have right now. So blessed. So, you know, we're gonna so salty. I want something.
He's charming, very charming.
Charisma. That's why all the girls like him. I see you back in Vietnam.
We were just in Hong Kong for 5 days, but the amount of adventures we accumulated, the strangers we met,
I'm Ponce.
the hammocks that we slept in.
That is the saddest looking hammock.
Go away. Go away.
There's a lot of change happening right now. Even in these 2 months, they're the biggest changes ever in my life. Normally, when I go through those things, the people that I love most, they're present with me. Here, it's not really the case. The only person that's gonna be present for a lot of these big changes in my life is Phil, and that's wonderful. But I wish a lot of my other friends and a lot of my family were here to see it too. I'm left with sharing on social media. So it's a way of me like bringing my friends and the people I love and I care about along with me for the
We haven't
ride.
been as productive as we should be. Kind of just learning that that's the name of the game when it comes to making videos.
I have to communicate
Honestly, the planning and the organization, those are the things that I struggle with the most.
the videos and the quality of like where I want my work to be isn't quite up to par of like that includes the video, the storytelling, the editing, the cinematography. It's quite a lot to learn.
This last month with Ponce has been pretty rough, to be honest. We've been stuck on our laptops for 14 hours every single day. No weekends off. I promised him this would all be worth it when we start our adventures on the road. So in preparation for adventures on the road, I got this. Is this subtle foreshadowing? I think this is subtle foreshadowing. So you guys know I am not a tech reviewer. There's already tons of videos online of how amazing Anker products are. I wanted to give you guys some real world examples of how I use this thing to live on the road. Back 2 years ago when I bought my van, I carried the Anker 757 around me all throughout Europe. And it basically powered everything I use. The only problem I had was it was a bit too heavy. This is the Anker Solid C1000. It is 25% smaller than any other battery in this capacity, and it charges everything. Both of our laptops, Ponce's phone, my phone, portable charger, and even my air fryer, all at the same time. I have no idea what black magic they put in this, but it fully charges in less than 58 minutes, which is faster than my laptop charges against a wall outlet. And it charges everything multiple times. How do they do that? But if you need a little bit more juice, there's an expansion battery pack that goes right on top and it increases the watt hours to 2,112. Favorite part about this thing is it doubles as a stool, which you'd be shocked how necessary this is during road trips. Everyone knows how reliable Anker products are. This thing is listed to last 10 years. I might be a dad by then. Black Friday and Cyber Monday discounts are going on now. Check the link in the description to get some stellar discounts. All right, back to the video. After leaving Hong Kong, the next 60 days were split up between Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. Mostly sitting at home for 14 hours a day in front of a laptop. To be honest, it got pretty boring at times, but that all changed when we found an injured kitten in the trash pile outside our Airbnb. We named him Amok, and 2 weeks later, we found him a brother, Akun. These little guys brought a lot of happiness into my life as we sat on our laptops every single day. They kept us company.
Get off my laptop.
I'm trying to sleep right now. On me.
I grew to fall in love with them. Ponce not so much, he hates cats. But sadly, one of them passed from parvovirus. Luckily, Amok was able to survive, and we rehomed him with our housekeeper.
Say, yeah, Kun died. We buried him today, actually.
It feels weird to like caring and being so sad over an animal that I only had for like 2 weeks. I guess it just feels like shit because I tried my best to take in both these animals. It presses me being here.
I think in the past with these camera conversations, I tend to sugarcoat a lot of the things I'm feeling. The biggest reason why I'm out here is because I wanted to feel free. This far and where I am right now, there's moments where I feel like the furthest thing from free. That conversation the other night of like the delineation between work and stuff, like I had to bring that up to Phil and just I had to be better about communication because it's just something I value a lot. The goal is, right, that we're grinding so hard now because in the future when we go into the adventure months and we're experiencing the full fruit, since I'm not there yet, I can't accurately say. So that's what's keeping me going right now. It's like that's what's making me hopeful.
Something had to change soon because we were working every single day making videos, but we weren't actually making any money. So around this time, I signed with management, and our mental health might be currently at rock bottom, but this is the month where everything is going to change. 3 months living behind our laptop has been all leading up to our first adventure. And what better place than my favorite country I've ever been to and Ponce's homeland, the Philippines.
This is what we've been working towards. Once I get my skills up, we start that next phase of our life, which is adventuring, traveling to different countries every month. This is what we signed up for. Leaving your impact on the world through storytelling. That hasn't even started yet. It's starting now, and that's super fucking exciting.
It was everything we imagined and then some. The craziest adventures, the nicest people. We got to stay places there wasn't running electricity. And the next week, we were staying in people's mansions. But easily, Ponce's favorite memory of the Philippines was getting to surprise his mom.
A complimentary drink from Kuya Justin.
What?
Hi, Mom. Love you.
Where's your mom?
Yeah. Love you. I know you don't agree with my lifestyle, but I was in the Philippines just waiting for you.
The way that she teared up and cried, I nearly cried. Like, she's actually just proud of her son. The Philippines has been a challenge unlike anything other. Even with all the prep that we had, and then even with the time schedule, I realized how underprepared, and then things outside the job. Phil fracturing his ankle, and I just realized, wow, like I really just fucked over this trip. But I will say, like, there's been extreme highs. That night we were motorbiking down Osmina Peak. I think that was the most I felt alive. And then the surprise of my mom. It's like, it was the coolest thing in the world. For me, surprising her is an extension of me just signifying to her that like her son is just doing okay. It's so ironic. Like, I'm in the most beautiful, happiest states of my life at points, and at times I'm just truthfully just so like anxiety driven, pissed or sad, or because I suck at my job, I don't have free time. Because I don't have free time, I feel like fucking like depressed. And like I had a realization, like self-check, where it's like, wow, like this is so much harder than I thought. It honestly doesn't seem sustainable. I hit probably the lowest point with Phil and doing this. Yeah, it's just been stressful to the point that I think this was the first time I admitted that like I may need like therapy. Not something I ever thought about.
We spent the rest of the month trekking into the mountains to visit the oldest tattoo artist in the world before Ponce flew back to New York for a month-long break.
Okay, that is the most painful tattoo I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh yeah, that's actually really painful. My sister, she texted me, she's like, hey Kuya, like you're doing a really cool life, but since you've been on the videos, it looks like Phil's doing a lot worse. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Thanks for rubbing in. I know you mean well, but
The videos that I edited, over 1 million views on average. And then the videos he edited, they're averaging like under 30K right now.
Tens of thousands. Dude, that is a horrible. These numbers suck ass.
But I kept telling Ponce that the reasons my videos were going viral was because I picked the most interesting topics, and he's still learning. In a few months, things would change, as long as he kept working hard and trusted the process.
Somehow, some way, like my travel experience here has been the best out of any other country we've done. I'll see you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Phil and our relationship is that he's very, very communicative. In fact, he's way more communicative than me, and I think a lot of our communication issues result from me not being as communicative. Life has been moving so crazy fast. Like, highlights that would have been like the highlights of my month or the highlights of my year are happening like weekly, sometimes daily, sometimes even like multiple times per day. I am genuinely happy when those moments happen. Like, I want to emphasize that a lot.
After a month break, Ponce and I were supposed to meet back in Asia. But before we could, unfortunately, I found out that Luke passed away. This was obviously devastating news, but I was grateful that Ponce decided to meet me in California for the funeral. Even though Ponce had never met Luke, Luke was so happy every time they talked on the phone. Luke would always ask Ponce what it was like to be on the road. I think it's because Ponce was living the dream that Luke never got to because of his cancer. We didn't really have much time to process things because we got a job offer to film husky sledding in the Arctic Circle. We quickly said goodbye to our friends, and then we were on a flight to Europe. And for this project, we went through 5 countries in 5 days.
The last time we did a video log was way back when in the Philippines. Since then, we've been absolutely just slammed with work.
Here we are actually in the Arctic Circle. It's snowing outside.
I think I really needed that month back home. I think I was getting too depressed.
I feel like I'm kind of in a low point right now. Luke just passed away. I just feel so busy that I can't really process my emotions.
We're not settled anywhere. We keep moving around from place to place. I with Huskies the other day, dude. These happen because we make good videos, right? So we can't forget about the video. This is the halfway point, right? So I feel like this will be the final indicator of deciding whether or not this is right for me. Am I a proper fit? And right now, it doesn't look good. I haven't contributed much.
I feel like with Ponce, I haven't been doing a good job. A good boss, like we haven't outputted much. I think it can't be helped because, you know, I lost my best friend.
I don't live and breathe content. That's what I realized. There's no way in the world that I would want to be like a solo content creator.
I'm like doing all these things. I'm like traveling the world. I'm trying to be happy and I'm in therapy every day and I'm working on myself. But things just keep getting harder. My camera filters and all my shit just keeps breaking and it's just costing me so much money and a little bit lonely. Like I have Ponce here, but I can't explain it. Like it's hard to be his boss and his best friend. The next 3 months absolutely flew by. We flew to Germany to chase a girl. Things unfortunately didn't work out. And after a little bit of heartbreak, the next month we flew to Poland for a TED Talk.
I could leave you guys with one thing from this TED Talk. It would be, you only have a finite amount of time in this world. Make sure you invest it in the right people.
And afterwards we headed into Ukraine to help out my friends Mark and Dylan with the project they were working on. This is the spot that I survived an explosion a year and a half ago. I've made this guy put this on and off 4 times now. I think
Dude.
I know, right?
So fucking cool. Oh, this is the best tattoo yet.
Okay, fine. I've been talking to Ponce a lot. I don't know if he's gonna stay or not. It's like these last few months have been really hard with Ponce. I'm looking forward to flying back to Asia.
I'm probably the happiest I've ever been in Europe right now. This is the most consistent and the maximum amount of output. Basically, this is my first time scripting videos, and then I've already made 2 videos, the whale shark video. I can finish a video in a day now. That's really, really, really cool.
These months were really bittersweet. Ponce was becoming happier and more comfortable with the job. We were finally going on these amazing adventures, and for the first time, we were actually making money. I think what affects me most is Ponce and I have felt more like business partners as opposed to friends. Through everything we've been through, he's never actually asked how I was doing. And even though we had each other, I felt lonelier than if I was by myself. But this is probably because I just lost a close friend. Things have to get better, right?
Last 2 weeks has been really productive. We've had many more in-depth conversations, me and Phil, about the expectations for work. I think it's all been productive. Not being on top, filming wise. Dude, we did the TED Talk and the equipment malfunction. I'm seeing the vision more of how we want to operate as a team, and it's past the halfway point now. We just finished 7 months. These next months will be crucial to figure out what I want to do for the rest of my life and how, before I can even make the decision, I want to get to that point. I'm good enough to actually enjoy this job. Much luck.
Get home safe. Tell your mom happy birthday. Ponce went home to celebrate Christmas with his family, and I decided to give Berlin a second chance. But I made Ponce fly all the way back because I wanted to throw a party in Berlin for everyone that's been supporting us on our adventure. I don't think either of us could have expected this turnout. We had 10 strangers from different countries crashing with us, and even though we capped the party at 30 people, we had 70 come by. It's pretty unreal that these little videos we've been posting online have actual real-world impact. It really feels like we're doing something special. Let's make 2024 the best year of our lives, y'all.
Oh shit.
My ankle!
That party genuinely one of the happiest times of our whole adventure of this entire year, and we had a shit ton of memories. The main thing on my mind, as always, is the big decision coming up to continue or not continue. In addition to that, the videos are doing pretty well on YouTube, at least.
I've been doing social media for 3 years now, and it feels like we're at that point where we don't have to struggle anymore, you know?
Like, it feels like this is a full-time job now. Like, I'm an actual content creator.
I think this is the month late I've been the most interested in analytics. It's exciting stuff, dude. Pay attention to swipe away rate and AVG, and Phil and I have had a couple conversations like over the past couple days about like, the possibility of like this actually can be a career, and like that's what makes it so hard. Oh fuck, where are we at right now?
We hit 1 mil!
Are you serious?
Let's go!
Fuck, I missed it! Damn.
Let's go!
Let's do it.
We hit W! Holy shit! We gotta set off the indoor fireworks, bro.
Fuck, really? Oh.
We gotta set these off. Oh shit.
Really?
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Oh my gosh, that scared me.
He has no idea what haircut he's getting
I
right
do
now.
not know, and I'm kinda, my nerves are racking right now.
Guys, I think I fucked up our hair.
I can't tell what's worse, the color or like the haircut itself. Like it's
The color is not so bad. The haircut is just fucking terrible.
no fade at all. Like she just started clipping away.
Oh, it looks so much worse. I look like an anime character.
She gave you the Naruto cut.
Bro, I be looking like that guy from Haikyuu. Ponce and I actually ran out of days in the Schengen zone, which is basically the EU countries. But we weren't ready to leave Europe yet, so we decided to fly to the Balkans. Also because it's cheap. Did not think another fur baby would show up at our front door. Initially, I didn't let him in, especially after what happened to Akun, but this persistent little guy kept coming every single day to our doorstep. And we spent a bunch of money getting him documents, vaccinations to get him out of the country. For the next 3 months, Ponce and I would travel to Ukraine for a project, then fly back to Macedonia, then to Germany, then back to Macedonia, and eventually, with the help of some friends, we bought a car to take Chopper to Germany. Life was going pretty perfectly. The videos were doing better than ever, we were making money, Ponce got really good at his job, so he spent his free time going on mini adventures, and I had a doggo that followed me around everywhere. But one decision kept looming over us. Ponce and I's 365 days around the world was almost up, and we had to decide whether or not we continue on this adventure again for another year.
First ever flowers I got for a girl, ever. Yeah. My ex was more of like a chicken nuggets type of girl.
Okay, we can get you chicken nuggets too. Where their flowers are like way nicer than yours.
You're right, their flowers are nice. Hello. These are for you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what a daisy looks like, I'll be honest. So we actually...
Hi! While we were in Germany, these two girls offered us to stay at their place. We'd met Ani and Nikki before for a few days, but we didn't really know much about them. The easiest way to describe them are those two girls in class that are super weird.
On right here.
They're the type of people that just like to do things to be different. But they like anime and karaoke, so they're basically our type of people. Nikki and Ani went above and beyond this house, cooking for us.
I will be professional cook now. Or unprofessional.
Oh my god. Oh my god! But the highlight was easily their yearly town parade where everyone dresses up in costumes and throws candy at each other.
We basically moved into like two girls' like apartment.
And that was our job for these last 4 days.
Yeah. Tell people, like, I bragged to my friends, I'm like, this has been like the happiest year of my life. It was hard, a lot, but all things considered, like this by far and away blows any other year out of the water.
What do you miss most about your old lifestyle?
The ability to see my family and friends, talk to my sisters, watch a movie with my dad, a day trip with my mom, or even my grandmother, right? I've never in my life missed this many milestones. Friends' weddings, the birth of like children, housewarming parties. I feel very far removed from my community back home. So yeah, I knew I'd get really emotional, but I also told Phil for the first time I made my decision to not continue. My heart was feeling it for the longest time, but it's another thing to just vocalize it. It felt like the final nail in the coffin of a dream that I had. Took it very well. One of my favorite conversations of the past year. We still see each other as friends, and not only that, but he called me his best friend. I actually exceeded his expectations for work, even as hard as it was. Dropping the ball is like being his best friend, but yeah, I cried and I broke down. It's been a crazy year. I'm still living crazy memories, but holy shit, I'm fucking tired. But he's right. It was never a hell yes.
It was a little bit heartbreaking when Ponce told me. It felt like we had spent the entire year building not only this business, but figuring out how to coexist with each other. And to give up right when we just started doing well, It was a tough pill to swallow. But looking past that, I want to end this era on a high note because Ponce had worked so hard this entire year. This last month, we quit editing videos. We focused purely on adventures and a road trip with our friends through 20 European countries. It was going perfectly. Until Ponce took the car joyriding in the south of France to impress some girl.
That girl can literally sleep through anything, but it looks like my car battery has died. I'll go slowly for you, okay? Great. I got, don't worry, I got that. I'll take responsibility for that.
This is the girl that destroyed my car. She is the reason why we're stuck in France. Yeah. What was supposed to be a weekend fix turned into a week, and then 2 weeks. I had to fly to Bosnia because I was out of days in Europe. 21 days after the car broke down is when Ponce finally arrived in Bosnia.
Car looks good. It looks like it drives.
You got baguettes! An apology gift for breaking the car.
Is it fresh? It's not fresh.
It has been in the car for a couple days.
Oh,
wow.
God, I thought you were gonna break your teeth.
Yeah. This is the very last video log of what's probably been the best chapter of my life. There's been many points where I think I just wanted to give up. I watched my video logs. You could really see like the hero's journey of me being very open and wide-eyed. Call it quits early, but I'm so glad I stuck with it all the way through. And even though I eventually am quitting, I'm glad I got to see our original contract through. I've achieved so many of the experiences that I've wanted, travel the world with who I consider one of my best friends and one of the greatest mentor figures. In the scenes, there were so many really, really sad moments.
Luke passing, death of our kitten, not being able to walk because of my ankle, losing stuff, breaking stuff, getting ringworms, our car breaking down for 21 days and you being stuck in the south of France. It was interesting for me to watch your video logs. Like, a lot of the things that you mentioned, it hits harder when I'm watching it.
It shows like the failure of communication because you provided the environment to make me feel safe to bring up these.
Early on, it didn't feel like you realized that we were on the same team.
We had a conversation in Berlin about how do I find a space to exist in social media. You actually helped say like, hey, this is what your plan should be if you want to leave me. That was a big step for me to understand that you really are on my side. I don't know why I would assume otherwise. It was selfishness on my part. It's like I finally got good at my job, finally felt like I'm contributing. It just took so long because now I'm leaving and there's still so much that could have been done. Fuck, dude. I am saying goodbye to so much, and I made this big leap to change my life, and it has changed my life, and now I'm making another big leap to change it again. It is so fucking tough. Holy shit, dude. Like, this meant so much to me.
I've always wanted to have a baguette fight.
3, 2.
I told you not to do that, please. Oh, it looks so much worse!
Go ahead.
Where? What? Oh, open it?
Yeah.
Headphones.
I got them for Christmas.
Oh, for who?
For you.
For me? That's so cool.
What did you find on my hard drive?
Found it in Paul's teeth.
What?
Should we stay with him?
Oh, is he single?
What does that matter? You bi?
Maybe.
Oh, do you want to see this?
Oh my god, yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow. That is painful. I realized that a dream job can still be a dream job, even if it's not meant to last forever.
Your house!
Asshole! Just ate from the trash.
That is so mean, Ponce.
We hit one now!
Are you serious?
Let's go!
Your house! Your house! Your house! Oh, your house! Living it up in your house.
Holy shit. shit, it has been a crazy year.
This is actually goodbye.
Yeah. Dude, I just want to say, I know the time is short, but I just want to say thank you for like changing my life, seriously.
Thanks for joining me on this adventure, man.
And I mean it. A single DM changed my life. Thank you for taking the time to respond to me back in 2018 and just accept me as a friend. Thank you for believing in me and trusting in me this entire year and just take me on for the adventure of a lifetime. And I can just proudly say that for the past year that this was a life worth living and you made a little boy's dream come true.